In the nick of time, WTHR's Bob Kravitz recently joined Adam Shawn on a podcast and said that barring a Super Bowl, he expects Pagano to be gone and added Indy could set their sights on Alabama head coach Nick Saban. Here's the quote. Look, if they could give Nick Saban full power, and I fully believe that they are willing to do that, I see no reason why Nick Saban wouldn't, because when you more or less fail at a job, you want so badly to get back in the game. So I think if they could offer him full power, and I think that they would be willing to do that, I could see him coming back in a heartbeat. Saban, of course, coaching the Dolphins in 2005 and 2006 and went only 15-17. Stephen A., do you like the idea of the Colts going after your guy, Nick?
I love it. I think Nick Saban is worthy of it. I don't blame Irsay for envisioning or fantasizing about that. And I'm not saying that I think Nick Saban should go. If he's happy at Alabama, loves teaching young men, being in the national championship picture every year, Roll Tide every Saturday afternoon, it's 100,000 people at your games, and he's cool with that, and he wants lifetime security, then stay at Alabama, because they certainly ain't gonna fire him, I can promise you that. If he has an itch to scratch because of his tenure with the Miami Dolphins, however, and he has something to prove on the NFL level, then I would say go for it. But that's his call. I would tell you this, I love it because I think he's worthy of it. I think his reputation, his record, his accomplishments are deserving of it. And I think when you look at the level or the lack of discipline that seems to have plagued the Colts franchise, even in the midst of them having 3 consecutive 11-5 seasons, I think that this is the kind of guy you need. When you're going 11-5, but primarily beating up on a weak AFC South, but you struggle outside the division and all of this other stuff, that's going to drive Nick Saban crazy. When you turn over the ball too much, that's going to drive Nick Saban crazy. When you can't run the football effectively and continuously, that's going to drive Nick Saban crazy. When you can't defend, that's going to drive Nick Saban crazy. So he's going to pay attention to all of that and clean that up. The only reason that I don't love it to the A level is because of one name and one name only. Jim Harbaugh. If you could tell, and I'm not saying we know I doubt you can get him from Michigan, but if you could get that man from Michigan to come and coach Andrew Luck again, like he did at Stanford, to me, that's a better choice than Nick Saban. But only because he coached Luck at Stanford. That's the edge that he has. I think both are similar and would do similar jobs in the NFL, but I give Harbaugh a slight edge because of his experience successfully already in San Francisco, combined with the fact that he already coached and has a relationship with Andrew Luck from their days at Stanford. That is the only name I will put above Nick Saban.
I'm going to have to go fast because we're almost out of time.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
So I get you on Harbaugh. I hear you. I'm not sure Nick Saban is a professional football coach of the NFL level.
Okay.
I think his my way or the highway style works with kids better than with hardened professionals who make a whole lot of money, maybe a lot more money than he's making in some cases. And I'm going to say this again. I believe the owner of the Indianapolis Colts is pointing fingers in all the wrong directions because, again, you're giving Andrew Luck a pass. Are you sure he isn't the problem more than your GM and your coach and anything else you want to point to? Andrew Luck, despite his consistent inconsistency, still gets a pass. Despite his league-leading turnovers, gets a pass. Despite a QBR that has declined every year, all 4 years in a row, he gets a pass. Could Jim Harbaugh fix that? Sure. Is that realistic after the success that he's having early on at Michigan, his alma mater, where I think he could win a national championship in the next 2 or 3 years? Nope, it's not realistic for him to go to Indiana.
Let me get Skip Bayless on you. Are you getting rid of Andrew Luck?
Nope.
You're going to keep him, right?
Yep.
Well, then it doesn't matter. Then it doesn't matter what he's doing. You have to fix it. So
I would go get a quarterback coach. Nick Saban's a defensive football coach who has no feel for it. Why'd he bring in Lane Kiffin?
But then you agree with Harbaugh,
right? Yeah. I'll go with Harbaugh. Okay. Because Harbaugh is like a quarterback whisperer. You know, he can get in the kid's ear and sort of make him feel like he's better than he has been. He could clean up Andrew Luck the best he can clean him up.
And again, so let's put it together. I think the difference between you and I is you're pointing at Andrew Luck and you're looking for somebody to clean up Andrew Luck. I look at the Indianapolis Colts and think about them having a myriad of problems around Andrew Luck. Not to say that he's not a problem, because he is, but a myriad of problems around him that need to be fixed. I think Jim Harbaugh is the best guy for Andrew Luck. I think Nick Saban is just as good of a choice as Harbaugh with everything around Luck.
Yep.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Got it.
Perfect. All right. Speaking of pointing fingers, Johnny Manziel's pointing them at himself. He explains one of his shortcomings that is holding him back. We'll get into that after the break.
They know I had to go, but then I